Alright, so we got the headset on here last night, and then I started remembering, because it's been a few weeks, I was hindered for more than a week with my back hurting. Started remembering about the magic exploding valve train experience when I took this thing apart. So if you didn't watch the other video, there's a video called Magic Exploding Tractor Parts that completely shows the spring-loaded mess flying apart. So basically what I did, because this is a head bolt right here, and a lot of the engines I've worked on where it has this rail set up, the rail's one piece, but it's not in this engine. So, and this head bolt girdle piece, these two shafts meet. So when I took it apart, these springs just flew. They went flying. So I was trying to sit here and ponder about, well, how do I put it back together? And I'm fiddling with it, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, and I was like, well, if you could hold these back, you could do that by hand. I mean, that's how I did it. Then you could put it on as an assembly and slide it right on down, which is exactly what I got going on. So I'm getting ready to cut these zip ties off, and get the rockers aligned and get it all torqued down. I'm not going to go through torquing everything down. I might do a video on adjusting the valve lash. But I just thought this zip tie trick was really cool. It's something I just came up with. And I'm sure other people have done it before, or used wire, or just manhandled it, or there might even be a special service tool for it. I have no idea. But yeah, just try to get a view of, I got a stud here, a bolt, which when you take that out, that's just sitting there, and another stud. So as I was sliding the whole thing up, it just exploded. Magic Exploding Tractor Parts. That's the name of the video. If you care to see it fly apart. So let me see if I can get you set up here and get these things cut off, hopefully with some success. And I think it'll sit there. Now you're allowed to make fun of me, because I totally have my wife's pink-handled side. They're needle-nose pliers, but they have the side cutter in them, so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to try to hold some tension on that. I had these big zip ties for when I was moving hay equipment to hold on swimming vehicle signs and stuff. So we had about 25 miles. Just going to let this come back. Just like that. Okay, that worked perfect. Yeah, it's not bolted down all the way. I still have to do that. I didn't want to bolt down all the way because I wanted to be able to slide these rockers pretty good. But yeah, these big zip ties, man, they come in handy. I think I got them at Harbor Freight. Not that I'm a giant Harbor Freight fan, but I needed something in a pinch. And that's what I come up with. Now, see, this valve here is the push rod's up because of the, there it went, because of the location of the camshaft and the engine. So yeah, that's it. I thought that was a neat little trick, instead of, bang, exploding or fumbling and having stuff fly apart trying to put it back together. I just wrapped zip tie. Like I said, it's just spring compressed. Another thing I thought was cool, a lot of the engines I've worked on, the push rods down in here are hollow, and that's where the valve train gets its oil from. And I'm thinking, okay, that's a possibility. So you always want to clean those. You always burn them out with brake clean or something, or run a pipe cleaner through it if you've got that handy. I do, because my wife's craft box. But so I go to clean these, and I'm like, well, they're solid. So I get to looking, and there's an oil port. The whole reason why the base of this is so wide, the bolt hole is obviously up here, There's actually an oil hole, and this tube underneath the spring is hollow. And So the oil is pushed through it. That shaft is stationary. It's actually, it doesn't spin. I think it's keyed to these. And then it force lubes oil to here, which I don't really like because there is a hefty amount of wear on the bottom of the rocker arm where it meets the valve. And it's because, well, if you just look at it, you think of like a Chevy or a V engine or anything, you know, modern pushrod engines. The rocker arm's a cup, and it gets oil that runs right down to it, and these don't at all. There's a heavy amount of wear on those. And that's probably why they were so loose when I took it apart. But getting a little long-winded in the video. If you like what you see, let me know in the comments, or hit the like button. That's the easiest thing. You could subscribe for more if you'd like to do that. If not, you know, it's still, if nobody's watching, there's no point in doing it. It's still fun. But I want to show what I'm doing. And is there anything I could do better, or maybe you have a suggestion? Let me know that in the comments. You know, constructive criticism, there's nothing wrong with that. So anyways, I appreciate it if you watched it to the end, and I'll see you next time.